welcome you to today's presentation. And just to summarize where we are currently in the PG. So last time I sent, I think some days ago, only the link around that there's the new slide set for the peer-to-peer framework, and everything basically in this is contained. So I put in this slide set, it's 101 slides on the whole peer-to-peer framework for social networks. So all elements are described. So basically from the overlay to the user management to the access control rights, storage operations, communication channels, app market testing, plugins, and user interface. And it's quite long and contains everything that's technically inside. So it's basically a summary of the documentations of the previous PGs and everything that has been done in this context in the PG in this peer-to-peer framework. I recorded it. There's a 3 hours recording on it. I sent an email around. I assume, or I wish, I expect that you had a look at it and that you watched it. And if you didn't, then do it, because that basically finishes the whole lecture part on the peer-to-peer framework for social networks. So it's really describes everything in much detail. So it also is repetitive a little bit because, so for example, the monitoring is explained again, the routing is a little bit explained again, but so that you have at one place the whole overview on how it's working and which elements are included and which are not included and what you have to take care for. So that gives you basically all the background on the peer-to-peer framework that you need. So what do you want to do in the remaining time? So if we look at the time schedule, let's look at the time schedule. So from our first meeting somewhere, let me just jump to it. Where's the time plan? No. No. Sure. Okay, so currently we are basically here. So the seminar reviews that we submitted finally for today, I saw there are many reviews already submitted. They all somehow look good. They were quite detailed, so as far as I saw. If you don't have yet finished your reviews, your 3 reviews, please do so. And what comes next is to take the reviews. So I will send them around to the authors. So officially you should see them only tomorrow. I think probably you saw them already now, probably. So it doesn't matter. So from tomorrow on you will at least see your reviews, and then you should take that into account. You should improve your paper based on the reviews and make them better and take all the feedback into. Then next week we will have the presentation of the seminar talk. So that's currently I'm looking for the room, but it will take place basically from quite early in the morning, so either 8 or 9 until 3. We will have 16 presentations with 20 to 25 minutes each, so I have to really see which amount of minutes everybody should have so that we fit in time. And then in 3 weeks we will have a whole day meeting that I will also send around where we would meet, and at this day we will meet, talk about who we are, so get together to learn who we are, and we will talk about the future of the PG, so which technology, which applications we want to aim at, which open issues we want to focus in the overlay, in the framework, in the plugin area. We will identify roles, we will identify who might want to work on what, but the main part will be really on what kind of elements could be implemented, what is the roadmap, and how's the whole plan. So, and in order to be able to really understand and to really be fully equipped with knowledge and to fully understand the code and the vision and the opportunities. What comes basically after these presentations of the background knowledge of lectures is to really get into touch with the code. And today we have Kangping Liu here from the last PG. He was a member of the overlay team, and he is currently writing his master thesis on testing the peer-to-peer framework. So to set up tests, to systematically initiate actions in the peer-to-pear framework. So for example, you set up in the pool PC 100 instances, define some realistic or some well-motivated action patterns, what these 100 instances should do, and to monitor really the behavior in a lot of aspects so that one can understand what is working well, what is not working well, so where are the bugs. So to really test it systematically, that's requires some thinking, some work, and that's of a scope and of size of master thesis. And he's in it, and he's currently most familiar in this room with the code. So today what we will talk about is how to install and start the code, and that's also what the next weeks we should address. So you should be equipped with the knowledge how to download the code, how to start it, how to test it around, how not to systematically test it, but to play around with it to get an idea how it works, and to really be able to start it, to run it, and to know how it works and to get a feeling for it. Okay. Should I hand then over to you, Kangping? So I already opened here some pages that you might make use of to also show what we have, but I hand over then to Kangping now.
So, hello, I'm Kangping, and I will show you some basic steps to start the live social. So first, some links here. Here are the links to the wiki, where you can find basically all the relative stuff about the live social, and also the link for the of the repository where you can download download the source code from the repository. And yeah, usually you need a Git tool to connect to this repository, and for me, the two useful and popular Git tool is SmartGit and SourceTree. And I think it's very easy to use, very nice user interface. And the last version of our PG is located in the master branch of this repository. And you can pull the code from this branch and import it to the Eclipse. Maybe I can show you later how to work on it. And also, when we start our project group, we have a Java problem of the Java 7. But since it's updated for several times, maybe it is fixed. But if you have this problem, you can see this link. It's also included in the wiki. And for the Eclipse, we recommend the Eclipse RCP version. It's more stable for the live social. And before you start the live social, you need to modify the Eclipse a little bit. And here's the instruction. Very easy steps. Just follow it. Yeah. And there are two modes to start the live social. First is the user mode. Basically, you just open the livesocial.ui project and select your OS. here's the Linux, Mac OS, and the Windows, and a strange one. I don't know who added it, but I think basically these four are useful. And then double click and select the Launch Eclipse application. And when you got the user interface of the Live Social, you can open this file preference. Maybe I can show it now.
That will show soon again. So I just wanted to add some. So there will be the example. So probably will shortly connect your notebook to it. I just wanted to say something to the Git, just to give you an. That will come. So this Git, for example. So the wiki. I just want to show you how it looks like, so that you get the feeling. So if you open the wiki, that's I think you should have. I will give you access rights to it. I'm not sure whether I already did or not, but you will get access rights, and there you see basically the documentation of the previous of the PG. So this is PG 2011, what they documented. Probably not everything is related to you. Sometimes it is, like I don't know. They also had some discussions about open issues and bugs. Then the last PG has some documents on how to set up the Live Social, how to set up test plugin, what repositories presented, what kind of bugs occurred, so that you really, if you've come up with some error, it's always good to document it, because also other people will have the same problems. There is, that's the wiki basically with the how-tos and the Git. So if you open the Git repository that's written here, then you can download, that's what's inside Git. Let me just make it bigger. Basically there are documents. You will also get a folder for yourself for PG 2013. There are evaluation. Is it from you? From your PG, I think. The evaluation folder, I don't know. So that will be a little bit renamed. Basically, that's the source area where all the plugins are. Currently, you see there's the two branches, the framework, and Sign is also the peer-to-peer framework. We are looking for so we want to rename it the Sign. That stood once for social, interactive, global network. I don't know, and but it should be also the peer-to-peer framework. So that's the core, and here you see Live Social itself. So that's used by everyone, and then the plugins, App Store, File Store, plugins, login, and then the user interfaces. That's basically what you check out. And like Kang Ping said, if you want to start it, you have to open the Live Social UI, and there are the product configurations, and then if you open them in Eclipse, like Kang Ping will show shortly, then you can start it from there. And the wiki and the Git repository are the two tools to be used. I think in your PG you also used at some time Google Docs to write the proposal, to write the documentation as well. No, okay. There you used also Git. Oh, okay. Is your documentation? I think it's also your documentation is also here somewhere. Documents PG 2012 exactly. And so, but these are the main tools, so Git and the wiki. And now it would be probably best to really show you how it looks like in Eclipse and how to start it, and that you have once a feeling for it. I think I'm not sure whether we can record it. I'm not sure. Can we record on Windows? I don't know. So previously I always had some programs for it, but I would stop then the recording here, and probably no, I asked before. Do you have some, before we start really with all the code and how to use it, how to set it up? Do you have some questions for the lectures? So something about peer-to-peer, some. Anyway, if you have some, yeah.
Or an editorial question.
Yes.
The boxing interface will
Yeah.
present everything. So will this take a whole day or?
Yeah, I hope so. I stopped first. I stopped the recording. So I want to show now how the graphs look like if you use the GNU plot files and the script for the plotting of them. So there's a Java file by Kangping, so he will also provide it. And what it does is it goes into the stat files. That's how it looks like, as it was said. So first it is as a comment given what is in each column of these files, and then this is one line. And so you can, so the last one is this value, and with GNU plot you are able to visualize it. And the GNU plot file, how does it look like? It looks, for example, like this. That you say, okay, that should be the x-axis. Oops. No, one moment. Okay. Just want to make it bigger. Okay. So you say this should be the y-axis, and it's the Java file of Kangping that extracts from the files the corresponding names. So it takes automatically the first for the first line that it is a timestamp. No, one moment, sorry. So it takes automatically the first entry, and it's a timestamp, and then it knows, okay, the y label should be timestamp. The x-axis is always the timestamp. Then it takes the files and creates a file also according to the name. So it automatically creates these files for all of these values, so for all what is there. Then you can go through it. I have to open just with another viewer. One moment. One moment. So this precious operating system is not able to show several files, so we have to go through it. Yeah. No. So let's open it with. Okay, and then you can see, okay, this is the time plotted against the time, and these are the various nodes, and then you can just go through them and see what are the different results for the different metrics. And for example, the network data received over time in bytes. And so it really gives you a lot of information of what is happening, and it allows you to analyze properly the behavior of the network. So it's quite nice. So if you think about it, so you have this 10 PCs, they all monitor, they all store their data, also their local measurements, and that is automatically so easily plotted over all metrics that you have, and then you can see, okay, what is going on and where are some problems. Yeah. Okay. Good. It's interesting to see, so have also a look at that. And the relevance is, so why is it relevant to see or to have all these plots, is because at the end of the PG, so basically if you create new functionality, you also have to show that it's working, and you have to create these measurements, basically how it performed before. Then you have your optimization or your new mechanism, and then you show how well it performed afterwards, and probably also measure what kind of traffic your functionality introduced, what kind of benefits it introduced, and you have to have such kind of graphs to really be able to show that it works and how good it works. So it's not just nice to see rainbow, but it really is needed to also validate the quality of your results. Okay, that's so far from this point. I just have to turn off the recording if I find it. Do you have any